I heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Panthers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Eagles, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Wentz now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Wentz going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in. But at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. To throw is Anderson on third down. And a throw right sideline is complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Operating from the gun, Anderson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they're operating in the red zone. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw on second down, Anderson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. So now it's first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Let's go! Green 39!
Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First man through. This is the fullback Reese. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, that gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Green 39! Green 39!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Anderson off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Anderson now throwing on third and long, going up top, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a quick give to the fullback, Marcel Reese. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Anderson. And Dixon over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Anderson looking to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Green 39! Detroit!
Now Anderson operating from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Shift together here from the D-line. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. First and 10, Anderson. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Down McCaffrey, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Anderson from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Wentz to throw. Incomplete. Marcel Reese is fullback, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw is Wentz. Complete. Smith has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and now it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Anderson. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it. But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football. Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep. I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Anderson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marcel Reese, 89 yards. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Going to 88. They're going to 88. Go. 80. Sunday. Heavy. Watch the back.
Wentz now to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Anderson to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Gone! 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 Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
McCaffrey following the penalty. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Anderson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Anderson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it here. This is Reese. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And incomplete here on 3rd down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Set! B-19! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Anderson off the play fake. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Stewart on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Check four.
Now Anderson looking to throw on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
To throw is Anderson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's the fullback, Reese. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards to go here on second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first down, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stumped up in the backfield. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he connects with Ertz. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Red zone opportunity. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll let Reese see what he can do by the goal line. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Marcel Reese with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
to throw. And Calvin Benjamin's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Stewart. And he's got some space here. That good for 19 at a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to Stewart on first. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Back to throw. Benjamin's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
He's back to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jack Patrick! Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
On second down, they run with Stewart. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Panthers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Benjamin, the man in motion left. Stewart. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Philadelphia, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.